COVID cash for Queensland. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because as I'm recording this, we're about 49 minutes away from entering into a snap 3-day lockdown, and the government is now talking about COVID cash, or cash promised for Queenslanders. And we'll have to see. I mean, it's 3 days, everyone. I can understand. Maybe you need to go and rush out and do some shopping. Maybe you might have you'll lose a few days of business trade here or there. But 3 days is not that significant a burden. Shouldn't be. We're not talking about all of the restrictions that are put on people in Melbourne and in Sydney who've had it longer and tougher than us. But, why not jump at an opportunity to, impact GDP, but buy a few more votes, keep people happy, and, just increase that national debt a little bit more. She'll be right, mate. She'll be right. Don't worry. So, Queensland's Deputy Premier has flagged financial support for businesses and workers. Financial and business support is on its way to Queenslanders, the Deputy Premier has confirmed, and will likely be announced tomorrow. Queensland will descend into a snap lockdown from 4 p.m. today after recording 6 locally acquired cases of COVID-19. When asked whether the state was considering financial support for workers or business owners, Queensland Deputy Premier Stephen Miles confirmed it was looking at both. Well, the government has a duty of care, and the government, has to avoid the potential for being sued for damages, forcing people to shut their businesses. There's some people, their businesses. What about all the businesses that are in the hospitality sector that have got all their food and stock ready for the weekend? Boom. Some of it isn't going to last 3 days. It won't be as good. There'll be cancelled bookings, cancelled revenue. There was one guy in the comments, a few who was saying, I knew this was going to happen. I just booked a holiday in for that weekend. So boom, of course. There you go. We'll be looking at both. What compensation arrangements should be provided for businesses and workers who are affected by the lockdown? He added that the state was looking to receive a similar level of support from the Commonwealth that other states had received. The federal government is providing 450 and 750 COVID-19 disaster payments to individuals in lockdown anywhere across the nation, while New South Wales has provided business grants of up to $100,000 a week. Wait, so anyone can get it if you're in lockdown? Cha-ching, boys. What'll you spend your $450 on? How many of you will flip it straight into shares, crypto, or precious metals? Let us know in the comments below. I probably will. I'll have to stock up on emergency supplies of Aldi coffee because of the Brazilian frost ruining coffee supplies. We just ask you to bear with us through the days as we work through those details and hopefully have something to talk about tomorrow at our update. Miles said Queensland's lockdown, which encompasses 11 LGAs, including Brisbane City, Moreton Bay, Gold Coast, Ipswich and Noosa Shire Council, will be locked down until Tuesday 4 p.m. in what he described the strictest lockdown the state has had. We must go hard and go early, he said. Queensland residents in lockdown areas will be permitted to leave home only for the following 4 reasons: essential work, study or childcare, exercise, buying food or supplies, and receiving healthcare, including COVID-19 testing or vaccinations. Hospitality venues must be takeaway only, and non-essential businesses and retailers must close. Prime Minister Scott Morrison indicated short, sharp lockdowns were the best way to deal with the Delta strain of COVID-19. In this phase, you've got to move quick, and that means it can be short, Morrison told 9 Radio. Once it gets going, it's very hard to get it back in the box, as we're seeing in New South Wales. So, here we go. Calls for COVID cash in Queensland, but we also have, we'll bring this up here, COVID financial support, 250 or 1,500 in COVID cash, exactly what every Australian can claim. So, who can claim the payments? Who can claim the Centrelink payments? What you can claim if you've been diagnosed with COVID-19? And what if you claim if you're waiting for a negative result? Does this feel like it's all just evolving into UBI. I guess for some people who are already in the system, they may be used to it. It just seems a little disturbing, isn't it? Sydney's lockdown is set to continue until at least the end of August, and with multiple forms of income support announced, it can be hard to know what you're eligible for. That's understandable. There are multiple eligibility criteria recipients need to satisfy, and payments differ depending on whether a region is in lockdown and how long it has been in lockdown. So Yahoo Finance is going to help us out. So, the COVID-19 disaster payment. These payments are available to workers in areas classified as a COVID-19 hotspot by the Federal Chief Medical Officer. To get the payments, you need to be an Australian resident or have Australian working rights, be 17 or older, not receiving income support payments like job seeker youth allowance or parental leave pay, not be receiving COVID-19 payments like the pandemic leave disaster pay, have lost income, and not have access to pandemic-related pay leave entitlements. However, if you have annual leave, unpaid leave, long service leave, paid sick leave, or carer's leave, you can still claim these COVID-19 disaster payments. How many leaves do people get? It's a different world, being a business owner to being a small business owner to being an employee. It really is. Essentially, you don't need to run down your leave balance to access these payments. So how much money can you claim? This is where most of the confusion lies. With 6 different payments, people have been eligible for $325, $500, $375, $600, $450, or $750 a week. Here's a breakdown of what you can get. I mean, this is just crazy. So if you live in Greater Sydney, $750, $750. If you're in the Greater Sydney lockdown, here's what you might be eligible for, $600. How often can you get them? These are weekly payments that can be made directly into your bank account. Formerly, recipients had to reapply for the payment every week. However, if you've already submitted a claim for parts of Sydney from 15th of July 2021, or for Greater Sydney and New South Wales from the 18th of July 2021, then you won't need to reapply. Payments will simply come every 7 days. So you can apply through the My Government account, and you've linked up to your Centrelink account. If you don't have a My Government account, you need to create one. So, I mean, there you go. Who can get them? You can access the payments if you receive Centrelink payments like job seeker or youth allowance. Oh, these are the COVID-19 disaster payments. And how much do you get? $200 a week on top of your regular income support payments. Well, there you go. Cash for Queensland, cash for every state. Maybe this is how you have a significant portion of the population that is frustrated that other people are, well, protesting and critical of the loss of their liberties and freedoms. Maybe this is just why. What do you all think, everyone? I mean, hey, if you can get it, take it. They're just going to take it off you one way or another, guys. This is just your taxes that you're getting back. Don't feel ashamed or embarrassed. If they're stupid enough to hand out the money, you take it. You hoover it up, and you invest it in something sensible. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one, guys. I hope those of you who are suffering through lockdown are staying strong and making the best of a difficult situation. I can't really say it's going to affect our lives all that much, but do the best you can. Yes, read a new book. Read a book that you want to read, or even just have an extra long nap in the afternoon and go stuff it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments down below. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. Buy a merch from HeiseSays, use gold pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.